weed around and I'll hit some. But I realized that the spiked weed took you to a different level than the regular weed. And you smoke this thing, and all of a sudden you realize that, man, I can't think no more. My brain hurts. What's going on? But in all this was also happening. I started to join the gang. Me and my friends were in high school. And y'all know how it is being a foreigner in this country. You got people who want to pick on you, want to call you African booty scratchers. And so, me and my boys, we were mad. We were a whole bunch of Africans in that school. It wasn't just Ghanaians. We were Liberians, Ethiopians, Sierra Leone people. We got Cameroon people. And we were all rolling. So we're like, you know what? We deep up in this school. We need to gang up and start, every time somebody mess with us, we're going to go ahead and fight them. So we ganged up and we called ourselves NBA. Nothing but Africans. And so every time that anybody will fight against us or will come against us, we'll go ahead and get our group. And these people, the Americans, they like to talk big, but when you face them, they get scared, especially the black Americans. So it's like we started to, it's like they would come at us all bold and stuff. Like, are you for real? Charlie, is this guy playing? Is he really trying to mess with me? And then we'll go to him. Like, me? I ain't saying nothing. Nah, man, not me, man. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, you better be sorry. Or we're going to come at you with some African lion. I'm going to get my cheetah up on you. And this thing started to go on. But then it started to get serious. It was just a little joke. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a joke. We knew it was serious. But it started to get to a level that we were not intending for it to go. When we were just trying to just protect ourselves, not knowing we were being noticed by the other gang members. And where I live at, there's a group called Seven Woods. And these are like a whole bunch of black American gangs, and they were very brutal. And they started to notice that these Africans are trying to do something. So every time we go to a party and we be jumping, and then these black Americans also come, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? What you want? What you want? And then they would smack one of my boys. And then we all jump in there, defending ourselves. Not knowing we were creating more trouble than we wanted. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of MS-13. MS-13, who knows MS-13? The MS-13 is a gang from El Salvador. They are more scary than the police in El Salvador. Even the police is scared of MS-13. And I had a Liberian friend who spoke Chi. And you will never notice the guy is Liberian. Because every time you talk to him, he will speak Chi. So he was like so close to us. He was close to Spanish people. And so while we were all hanging around, we started to get close to the MS-13. And there was another gang called SSL. They're called Southside Locals. And it's a group from also El Salvador. And we are linked up with the NBA linked up with SSL. And we started to fight against any group. And so there will be times when the SSL will go and fight, and we'll be like, we'll join you. So that when we also fight, you'll back us up. And I remember one time, we went ahead and they invited us to a party. And it was just me and the Liberian boy. And when we were there, they were smoking, drinking, doing the regular stuff. And all of a sudden, these other Spanish people came through. And one of the boys shouted, MS, loco. And man, these people are loco. Because as soon as they shouted MS, loco, somebody got a bottle and threw it at the car. And as soon as they did that, the guys in the car started to drive. But they went into the wrong place. They got to a dead end. And all these SSL people went over there with broken glasses and slashed this boy up. Now he didn't die. But that was my eyes to something. It was showing me, Kwame, what are you doing? Is this why you came from Ghana? To come and be a gangster? To come and die? This is the testimony of Christians. Everybody in here is not perfect. We all are sick. Every one of you got your own diseases. It might not be AIDS. It might not be hepatitis or whatever it is, but you got your disease. But there's only one doctor who can fix it. And that doctor is called Jesus Christ. But you must understand that you must want to be cured. Because you can say you want to get cured, but play around with your disease. I got AIDS, but you know what? I'll keep sleeping with AIDS orphans or people who are AIDS, who have AIDS. And when they did this, you know, it got to me, but it didn't get to me. And then we went to a Ghanaian party, and we were fighting with ourselves. It got to a point where we were fighting amongst ourselves. That's common human nature. But the fact that we were a Ghanaian community, we realized that, you know what, we should stick up for each other. But that's not what was happening. We'll go to a party, and because I'm from Alexandria and somebody's from Woodbridge, we got beef with you. And so we'll go to a party and we'll be playing the songs, and all of a sudden, somebody will hit someone. And hammers will be flying by. And people will be hitting people. There was no such thing as a girl and a boy. You would get hit. And I remember so vividly that this girl, mistakenly, I won't say mistakenly, the boy knew what he was doing. One of my Liberian friends, he was mad. He took a hammer. And the girl was getting into a fight that was going on. And he got the hammer and smacked the girl. So today, the girl got a mark on her face. And one of my friends, William, that I was talking about, these boys jumped him. And they stepped, this dude, I mean a Ghanaian dude, the dude weighs like 300 pounds. And he's about 7 feet tall. And the dude stepped on my friend's back. And to today, he's not crippled or anything like that. But I mean, I know when he grows old, it's going to affect him. Because today, this guy got a back problem. That, you know, it's not, you know, when we're young, we got all the energy. So you don't feel certain things. But when you get old and you start trying to get up and you, oh man, what just cracked right here? And I know my friend is going through pains. There are times that he'll be like, man, Nana, my back hurting me. And I know that he's going to get it one day. One day it's going to affect him. And so, even as all these things were going on, the weed smoking was still going on. Even as all these things were going on, I started to be addicted to porno. Now, I'm just hitting on something. And some of you here will be like, hey. But I'm going to tell you what God wants me to tell you. Because listen, when I was told to do this preaching thing, I asked God, what do I speak to this youth? I'm a youth myself. So what do I tell them that will catch their minds and let them understand that they need to change? Because if they do not change, they will die and go to hell. And God said, tell them your testimony. And so I prayed about it, and he was saying, tell them your testimony. And so I got addicted to porno. It was just a one-time thing. If you're, some of you are going to